Hello, loves. Hello, loves. Hello, welcome, loves. Say hi if you're staying. Say hi if you're staying. We are on early today. Hello. Hi, Julia. How are you? Hello, loves. Who's this? Josa. How are you guys doing? What are we talking about today? Let's get the conversation started. Let's get some questions going. I'm curious what your advice is for men. Saw your new video. You gotta ask me a more specific question, like, you know, because I got lots, but specifically what? Like specifically, generally speaking, right? Like advice for men when facing what kind of situation? I would say generally speaking though, be hardworking. Be loyal, and be confident. How are you feeling today? Pretty good. Good signs. 8 months into dating. I don't know. Are you committed? Are you guys talking about the future? Are your fundamental values aligned? Are you affectionate enough with each other that no one feels like they're not getting enough? Is it working out? Are you fighting? Are you not fighting? Not fighting is a good sign. Happy is a good sign. Aligned goals is a good sign. Finally left an emotionally abusive relationship after 4 years. He was a narcissist. I feel great. Woo! Freedom bell. I love it. Good. Finally left an emotionally abusive relationship. Yes. Yes. Of course you feel good. Of course you feel good. You left the darkness and you are stepping into the light. I am so proud of you. That's amazing. Hello, lovely. What if he said he doesn't want to be in a relationship, then asked you to be his girlfriend? What does that mean? Do not be afraid to ask him, what does that mean? How can I be your girlfriend if we are not in a relationship? How can I be your girlfriend if we're not actually planning a life together? That to me sounds like you just want sexual exclusivity without the long-term commitment. And that's not what I'm looking for. I'm done my playtime. I'm looking for a long-term commitment. If that's not what you're looking for, it sounds like you and I are not aligning, and I need to move away from this so that I can find the partner who's right for me. Why does he always ask if I'll marry him but never actually ask for real? Okay, he always asks if I'll marry him, but he doesn't ask for real. So here's what you need to say. You say, I'm only going to marry you if you're going to propose. So let me ask you this. When are you proposing? See what he says. I have a gut feeling he's cheating. His stories never add up. What do I do? Get the proof. Get the proof. Or, listen, his stories never add up. So you're in a relationship with a liar. So why are you in a relationship with a liar? Maybe you just need to get out of this relationship. His stories never add up. That's not okay. What to do if you're ready to settle but significant other wants to wait? 7+ year relationship. You've been in it long enough. So here's what you're going to say to him. I love you, but I need to be in a relationship with somebody who's actually going to plan a life with me. It doesn't seem like you are anywhere near doing that, and I can't continue this relationship being with somebody who's not on the same page as I am. I'm ready to begin planning my life with somebody. If that's not you, that's okay. I will find that person, but I can't keep staying in a relationship with somebody who's not actually planning a life with me. I'm struggling to understand my ADHD partner. Are they getting help? Are they seeing somebody? Make an appointment with that person and ask them, what can I do to facilitate our relationship? What if he's a great guy and cares about me, but I'm not sure if he's fully my type? Come get a session with me. Let's talk about that. What if I'm sick and he keeps asking me to see him, but I tell him I don't want to get him sick? It sounds like you're already doing what you need to do. Why do I feel so betrayed when my boyfriend rejects me sexually just because of my period? He has an ick factor. So some people have an ick factor, right? Some people don't. I'm sure a lot of us have seen The Big Bang Theory. Some people like actually faint at the sight of blood. And so, for him, it's me touching a spider, right? Like, you will not get me to touch a spider. So maybe it's that visceral in him, right? But that's a him thing. That's not a you thing. You don't need to take that personally. That's how he is. If he was afraid of spiders, would you take it personally? If he didn't know how to swim, would you take it personally? If he didn't like mushrooms, would you take it personally? You don't need to take this personally. What if you're used to the rocky relationships and are now almost bored by a healthy relationship? Come get coaching, because that's an issue, and you will do what we call self-sabotage. I need the fire of the fight, and it feels wrong if I'm not getting that. So I'm going to create the fight so I get that fire. It sounds like you need to release your anxiety in a healthy way instead of seeking fights to release your anxiety because you're anxious because you're not getting what you're used to. It sounds like you need to use a mantra: yes, goodness, thank you, I accept you. Yes, goodness, thank you, I accept you, so that you stop getting in your own way. So anybody who wants to take a look into my one-on-one coaching sessions, go to my bio, click on the link here. There's a one-on-one button. You can go ahead and take a look at my options. I'm blocked on social media for no reason. When he's the one that messed with my head, what do? Walk away. Walk away. Why are you chasing after somebody who's running away from you? Why are you chasing after somebody who is quote unquote messing with your head? You need to grab no more assholes. You need to detach from this dysfunctional desire to be with a dysfunctional person. You need to get into a relationship with somebody who's functional by first working on yourself and elevating yourself to a functional place. And that starts with letting go of the dysfunctional person. My boyfriend won't accept the breakup. We work at the same place. So first mistake, dating somebody who works at the same place you do, because now you've made your own life miserable. Never poop where you sleep. Not a good idea. Fair warning to all, do not date anybody you work with, because then you get these kinds of situations. So now what you need to do is go to your boss and say, I'm in an uncomfortable situation here. I dated so-and-so and now we've broken up and now he's trying to make my life unhappy. I need to be separated from him. We need to set something up so that he no longer tries to have an effect on me. Also, you don't need his permission to be broken up. Whether or not he accepts it is not a you problem, it's a him problem. Block him on everything. Tell him, don't call me, don't contact me, don't come to my place, don't text me, don't follow me on social media. I'm blocking you on everything. You need to leave me alone. We are no longer boyfriend and girlfriend. We are no longer boyfriend and girlfriend. We are no longer exes. We are simply co-workers. If you can't treat me like a co-worker, this is going to be a problem, and I will boyfriend and girlfriend. We are no longer exes. We like a co-worker. This is going to be a problem, and I will need to address this with our boss. Is it weird to be ashamed to go back to a man that cheated on you, even though you want to try? So if you're having issues with that, I do suggest you get a coaching session. Obviously it's embarrassing. So that's what you're feeling, is embarrassment over that. Is he doing everything to ease your imagination? Is he doing his part? If he's not doing his part, if he's not giving you the full disclosure that you need to ease your imagination, stop being in a relationship with him, because you are compounding your own embarrassment and unhappiness. It's embarrassing that he cheated on me. It's embarrassing that he keeps being shady. It's embarrassing that he keeps gaslighting me. It's embarrassing that he's not willing to even try to get me to trust him again. It's embarrassing that I'm still with somebody like that. Guys, who wants a notification when I go live? Say I do. You're welcome. Okay, so for those of you who want a notification when I go live, you're welcome. Okay, so for those of you who want a notification when I go live, click my picture here once or twice. You're gonna get a pop-up. In the pop-up is a bell. Click on the bell. So if you're trying to negotiate the terms of like wedding proposal, all that, do get a coaching session so that I can give you the script you need to get that conversation. I tend to have a very negative outlook, but I want to be more positive. Yes. Any advice? Yes. So what you can do is do a 100-day gratitude challenge. You're going to write 3 things you're grateful for 100 days. These 3 things can never be repeated. So over the course of 100 days, you will write 3 separate things you're grateful for. It's going to be easy at first, but it's going to get harder. And the process of trying to come up with those is what is going to change your mindset. Also start meditating. I made it fresh out of work. I didn't get a notification. What? Thank you. Love the energy you radiate. Thank you. Love that. So for those of you who did click the bell to get the notification when I go live, make sure you go into your settings and turn on notifications for when your content creators go live. How do you start meditating? So there is a meditation resource button in the link tree in my bio. What you want to do is go to my YouTube channel. So there is a link to my YouTube channel in the link tree in my bio. Here's one of the tracks that's playing right now. This is the chakra balancing. If you don't know where to start in my Let's Meditate playlist, start with track number 2. It's a 10-minute love signal. Do this at least once a day with headphones. You want to be sitting, not lying down. Close your eyes, palms facing upward, back of the hands on top of your legs. And every time your mind is off in thought, bring your focus back into the music. Happy Tuesday, by the way, you guys. Oh, next giveaway is coming up on Instagram. So do make sure that you are going on Instagram and following me there, because I do a coaching giveaway every month. If a guy is communicating every day and is interested, then has 2 days of not talking, is that a red flag? We don't know yet, right? Don't know yet. Don't know. I can't get over an ex that I was obsessed with now, and why certain people that do. So if you're trying to get over your last relationship, do grab a copy of Comeback Queen. Hello, Miss Honey. You're right. I'm now obsessed with Rich Pendlebury. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. So for those of you who need to get over your last breakup, do grab Comeback Queen. This is a book that's going to help you heal. I do use crystals. I got some in my office here right now. Girl, I know you've gotten this question a lot, but how the fuck do you deal with your boyfriend liking, you're giving me puzzle pieces, other women's photos? It's literally our only issue. So here's the thing. I have a man who's not on social media. I have a man who wouldn't even dream of doing that. So yeah. Do you want to be in a relationship with somebody who does that? I love you, but I don't want to be in a relationship with somebody who likes, comments, follows other girls on Instagram. If this is a fundamental value, if you don't want to be in a relationship with somebody who does that, don't be in a relationship with someone who does that. It's completely up to you. But getting in a relationship with someone who does that and says, okay, so now let me morph you into who it is that I actually need. Like I got with you, but I need to now change you into who I actually need, because you weren't what I actually needed. But I got into a relationship with you to change you into who I needed. Thank you, my love. Who is he liking, by the way? Is it friends? Because if it's friends, it's a little too controlling to say you can't like your friends' pictures. Is it platonic friends? Is it friends that he keeps around because he flirts with them, because they stroke his ego? That's the problem right there. Is it Instagram models? By the way, they have OnlyFans pages. They're looking for who's actually interacting with them so that they can find themselves some new clients. Do you think dating apps make dating more difficult? Vetting process? No. I think dating apps are great, and I think the way that you interact with them can very much help with the vetting process. It's just women he's known at some point, not friends and models. Women that he knew at some point. So he's maintaining this contact with them, and for what? Right? Like, why is this such a big deal to him to ensure they keep seeing him? Right? I don't think you're fully seeing what it is that you're dealing with. Seeing what it is that you're dealing with. Always the one that strokes his ego, right? How do you tell him? Always the one that strokes his ego, right? How do you tell him you need attention? Instead of telling him you need attention, why don't you give the kind of attention that generates positive attention? So get your 2 kisses in every day. Those are 2 kisses that are minimum 5 seconds each. Make sure that you catch him doing the right things and say, oh, baby, I appreciate that. You're such a good man. Thank you for doing that. You're such a good man. I appreciate that. You're such a good man. Thank you for doing that. You're such a good man. That he feels good being with you. Know what his love language is. Plug that in on a daily basis. Fix that shit. Do what's in there. Guys, just so you know, if you're creating puzzle pieces, I have no clue what you are saying. I need help with jealousy. You can take my No More Insecurity program. You can find that in the link tree in my bio. How can you stay patient when your boyfriend is extremely stressed out and isn't in the mood to be intimate? So here's the thing. Don't make your boyfriend your source of entertainment. Don't make your boyfriend your source of fulfillment, and practice understanding that when life gets difficult, when life gets stressful, when they get overworked, when they get fatigued, yeah, the libido goes down. And so when my husband grew his business, I knew that I needed to let him go through the emotions he needed to go through. So I literally gave him years. I knew eventually he would come back to himself, but he needed to have his focus elsewhere. He needed to have his energy elsewhere. I didn't make it about him. And instead, I chose to be a pillar of support in the relationship. So you can fix that shit. You can learn how to practice self-love. You can learn how to manage your emotions. You can learn how to detach your emotional roller coaster from his ride. You can learn how to be the pillar of support. You can learn how to detach from the outcome. You can learn how to read and understand your partner. You can learn how to infuse gratitude into your relationship so that you get more from them. Because a good man never leaves a feeling of gratitude go unrewarded. So rather than say you're not giving me enough attention, you create an environment where he seeks to give you attention. How did you do that confidently without feeling like you were lacking in your relationship for years? Because my relationship is not my life. My purpose is my life. My self-love is my life. My partner is an element of my life. And he's an element that's unlike any others. Like what I do here is an element unlike any other. So because he wasn't my everything, because my focus is on other parts of my life, on my physical health, on my self-love, on being with my pets, on taking walks, on building my business, on helping people. And he's one of those elements. I didn't feel like something was lacking because one of those elements isn't 100%. I can let him be a human. I can let him retreat into himself. I can be supportive on a daily basis by showing him that the loving foundation that I am creating in this relationship is not going away just because I don't think he's feeding me the way maybe he should be feeding me. So I allowed him to be a human being and go through a tough time in his life without making him feel like there was negative repercussions from me because of that. Were there moments where he lashed out at me because there was so much frustration going on in this part of his life that it vomited into our relationship? There was moments, but the reason why those didn't turn into a fight or anything large was because if he hurt my feelings because he vomited on me, I looked at him and I said, that's not fair. And immediately he fixed himself because I didn't turn it into anger. So we didn't have fire meeting fire. He would lash out at me sometimes because he was overwhelmed. And I would say, that's not fair. And he'd go, oh shit, that's not fair. I shouldn't have done that. And he'd fix himself right away. So if you want to know how to do this in your relationship, grab Fix That Shit, you guys. This is the manual on how to have a healthy relationship where you take your turns being the pillar of support. It makes my heart so happy to hear. I love that for you guys. Yes, I love your energy. Do yoga. I find it easy to meditate while doing yoga. I do, yeah, a couple times a week I do yoga. Can you talk about jealousy? I get really jealous when women talk to my boyfriend. It's a process, my love. I can't give you a cookie answer on how to cure your jealousy, right? It's like, I can't give you a cookie answer. If you need to fix a jealousy issue, come work with me. I have a No More Insecurity program you can sign up for. I will teach you everything you need to know to understand why you feel this way and everything you need to do to stop feeling this way. But I can't do that on a live. I can't give you a process on a live. Like, guys, how to heal from a breakup. I'm not explaining all this on a live, right? Like, you really, if you're asking me how to change something that's fundamentally affecting you, we can't do that on a live. This is work. You got to be willing to do the work. If you're willing to do the work, $10 for a book, or get coaching sessions with me and do the work. But we can't carry you on a live. I give you, bits and pieces that you can piece together if you go through my TikToks, if you go through my YouTube channel, you go through my podcast. But if you want efficiency, that's a big ask. Why do I have to talk to my boyfriend all day if I get sad? You're codependent. Why do I feel I have to talk to my boyfriend all day and if he has to go, I get sad? You're being codependent, my love. You're making your boyfriend your entire existence. You don't even exist. If he's not in your life, you're lost because he is your existence. There's 2 books you need in order to fix that. You got to get into Fix That Shit and Custom Made. Fix That Shit teaches you self-love, self-elevation, how to manage your own emotions and behaviors, and be a functional partner in your relationship, which you are not being because you're not giving him breathing space. And Custom Made is the book that's going to teach you how to know what your purpose is. You are making your partner your purpose, and that is unhealthy. Do you see what I'm doing right now talking to you? I love your comments, you guys. I'm glimpsing this and I love it. I have a notebook, especially for your lives, always taking notes. Do you see what I'm doing right now? Right now, sitting here in this chair, in my office, in front of my phone, talking to you. Do you see what this is? This book that I wrote, the podcast that I create, the YouTube channel I built, the 3,000 TikToks that I have made. This is my purpose. Do you know what I'm not doing while I'm doing all those things? Standing behind my husband going, pay attention to me. My purpose is this, and I'm happy doing it. If you don't know what your purpose is, If your partner is your purpose, you have to get custom made and figure out what your purpose is, because you were lost without them, and that is not healthy for you at all, at all. You deserve better. You deserve better than to be lost when someone isn't in your life. You need to be your source of love and inspiration and purpose and fulfillment, because if it's always in someone else's hand, you are absolutely devastated when they are not plugged into you. How do I help my man who is not over his ex, who is married and moved on? Oh, he's not over his ex. Why are you in this relationship? What do I do if he's making me his purpose? You tell him what I just told you. Tell him what I just told you. So listen, your guy who's not over his ex needs to get some help. He needs to do some sessions with me, but I really don't suggest you stay in a relationship with a wounded bird who has his eyes on someone else while you're standing here beside him going, please love me. That is the unhealthiest thing for you to do for yourself. Don't be in a relationship with somebody who is not plugged into a relationship with you, my love. Hello, my love. Hello, hello. Mama's on early today. He cheated, feels regret, wants another chance, wants a family. How can you start to rebuild trust? Is he giving you 100% full disclosure the way you want it? The way you want it means, do you want spyware on his phone linked up to your phone? Do you want the password to his phone and you can just pick it up anytime to go take a look? What do you need? Is he giving it to you? Yeah, you can ask. He's not my purpose, but I'm unmotivated to any huge goal and just live every day. Is that okay? Is that okay for him? Didn't you say that if he's not around to give you attention, then that, you know, there's this massive sense of loss? Mama Queen, been waiting for you to come live for days. I found your doppelganger. Is that right? Is it okay for people's boyfriends to think other girls are prettier than his own girlfriend? You can think that, but if you say that, that's pretty douchey. It's okay to think that, by the way. It's okay to think that. I have no, I'm not so ridiculous to think that I am the most beautiful woman in the world, period. There are other women in the world who are more beautiful than I am, but you know, I know that my husband loves me. I know that my husband appreciates me. And that is more important to me than anything. Do I think high school relationships can last? Some of them do. Helen Reddy. Helen Reddy. Who is Helen Reddy? Helen Reddy from the 70s. That 70s show? No, no, wait a second. From the 70s. Oh, okay. All right, well, she's older now. I was like, what? From the 70s. Let me see. Is that what we're talking about? Is that you? Is that you, Chantal? Is that you? She's a singer. How do I get out of a relationship with a person who is a major gaslighter on good terms? You just go, right? So if you want to do it on good terms, do the breakup sandwich. I need coaching with you. Yes, that is possible. Go to my bio, click on the link tree. There is a one-on-one button. Click click on that and it takes you to a page. Follow the instructions. You can book yourself in for a session. So the breakup sandwich, this is why you're great. This is why it's not working for me. This is why you'll be great for someone else. And you can lie about the it's not working for me part. Aside from kids, marriage, what are your deal breakers? For me, I don't want to be in a relationship with somebody who seeks the attention of other women. I need a session with you. I don't know if I can explain my life in an hour. I keep you pretty focused, my love. I can probably get you being really efficient on what it is that you want to explain and what it is that you're looking to get from the session. And don't underestimate my power of communication. But I mean, if you think it takes more than one session to get me to understand what's going on, then book yourself in for more than one session. This absolutely, you can do that. Ooh, I gotta block somebody because they're being a douche. Douchey douche douche. Douchey douche douche. Let's see. Where did it go? Hold on, you guys. That's so weird. Sometimes it shows me a comment, but then it's not actually there. What? It's like somebody wrote something and then thought better of keeping it and deleted it. Or maybe some of them just don't all show up. I'm getting this. So I've got one of those guys. Got one of those guys commenting. I think maybe he deleted his comment. I don't know. Oh, I wish I could see it. Ah, it's too bad. Too bad. I like taking out the trash. When getting back with an ex, should we start over from scratch or build on what we had before? You literally do want to start over from scratch. You also do want to make sure that you got fixed that shit so that you understand how to relationship properly. Right? You don't want to go back to the same thing because you'll fight over the same things. You need to understand how to change everything in your relationship. Super, super, super important to change what is not working in your relationship. Very important to change it. I am on the hunt. I am. I am. Huh. Where did it go? Where did it go? Somebody thought twice, I think. I think somebody's starting to understand. Maybe some people are starting to understand the rules on my page. Yes, there are rules on my page. Do you know why? Because it's my page. My girlfriend will not communicate with me. She gets upset over little things and won't communicate. I don't know what quote-unquote little things are. And I don't know what you mean by not communicate, as in you are not giving her time and space to think and are pushing yourself onto her. I don't know what this means. If you want me to help you fix that, I would suggest you get a coaching session. I'm going through heartbreak right now. Which book do you recommend? Yes, my love, I got you. Come Back Queen is the book that helps is the book that helps heal your heart after a breakup. Guy Troll commenting on your TikToks. Yes. Yes. Who's she hunting? Dating somebody with borderline personality disorder, so they should be seeing a psychiatrist. They should also be on medication. If they're doing neither, then break up with them because they're not doing what's necessary to address their mental health. Also, what you want to do is make an appointment with the person they are seeing so that you can say, hey, what do I need to do to facilitate our relationship? He lies to his ex-wife to keep the peace. I don't know what he's lying about. But if he's keeping the peace because they have children, he wants to keep the peace because they have children. How do you do romance when both partners perceive romance differently? If romance for you is a fundamental value and you want romance to be practiced a certain way in a relationship, that is something that you need to discuss before you kiss somebody. It is important to get into a relationship with somebody who shares your fundamental values. Obviously, you've already discussed it with them. Otherwise, you would be coming here with it being a problem. You've had these discussions. It's not changing the way you want it to. I would suggest you get a coaching session so that I could better understand the details of what you mean by romance and what it is that they're doing and what it is that's being missed in this equation. A lot of these problems can be avoided by having insight into somebody before getting into a relationship with them. Also by taking the time to understand yourself before getting into a relationship. You should be writing down all of your fundamental values so that you know what that first face-to-face conversation should be. Hey, I just want to let you know I'm done my playtime and I'm really looking for a committed long-term relationship because I really want to get married and have a couple kids and buy a house one day. What about you? This is a conversation that needs to be had before you start liking them too much. And then what you need to do is spend 3 months knowing if your values line up, knowing if the important things to you are also important to them. Just over 1 month to go until my 3 MDR is over. How are things going? How are things going? What's he like? Do you have no more assholes? Are you checking out the 12 character traits? How are they seeming on the 12 character traits? Have you met their friends and family yet? Don't kiss them before you do. If he doesn't bring you into his life, that's not kissing material. Don't hope things are going to change after you kiss them. Figure out what you need to know and then you kiss them. Vet your potential, boo. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Vet. Very important. Super important. Super important. Super important. How's the video, you guys? Is it skipping at all?
That's a mistake you learned.
Ooh. I've been with a psychiatrist. This would be funny. I've been with a psychiatrist and on meds. Okay, but still dealing with dating with borderline. People don't get it. So yeah, that's why I say they need to make an appointment with your psychiatrist so that your psychiatrist can explain to them what they need to understand about how this disorder is affecting you specifically. I always say when you are dating somebody who has a disorder, that person first, I think Charlie's in the living room or on my bed or something, but he's napping. When you are dating somebody with a disorder, they need to be getting help and you need to talk to their professional. I do have no more assholes. Things are great. We are long distance. I've met a few friends and family. Look at you. Good. I'm not even bringing them to my house until I've kissed them. Well, that's fine. You do you, boo-boo. But I'm telling girls to not even kiss a guy who's never brought them to their place. So we did. She said it's BS, and my 3 other ladies too. So you need to get into a relationship with somebody who actually is more open-minded. What's the big deal with kissing? Sorry, I just chimed in. So the thing with kissing is women, when they kiss somebody, they're not going to even entertain the idea of seeing anybody else. Now, I know that to you, that works in your favor because you want to lock us in as soon as possible and get our physical bodies being at your disposal and yours only. But when we are choosing a committed long-term relationship, the future husband, the future baby daddy, the future person that we are going to buy a house with, we need to know a lot more than we can figure out in 4 dates. And so we need to spend 3 months getting to know you before we choose you for a partner, because there's a lot at stake here and we're not willing to waste time anymore. So if we kiss you on the first, second, or third date and the next day somebody says, can I take you out for a coffee? We're going to say, no, I'm seeing someone. And so as a dating coach, I don't think that's a wise idea. You shouldn't lock into someone you've only known for 4 dates and exclude anybody else, because you're going to waste a whole lot of time before you figure out this person isn't right for you. Women see many guys at the same time, even if they're looking for security. Sounds like you get it. Well, we should. Definitely we should. Absolutely. We should find the one who's going to give us that security before locking into that particular person, right? Does it make sense to lock into a stranger, don't you think? Advice for getting over a breakup: do dive into Comeback Queen. Do dive into Comeback Queen. That's the book that's going to help you heal after a breakup. Thoughts on being friends with exes. Partner having a problem with you being friends with. My partner doesn't, because I have a confident partner. So me and my first husband were friends for years after we divorced because our relationship was platonic. So as long as the relationship is platonic, there's no problem being friends with an ex. Is it a red flag that my boyfriend says your wife shouldn't know everything we can do guy things? Yeah, it is. Thoughts on, yeah. We can do guy things. Yeah. What if my husband has bipolar disorder and takes it out on me when we fight? So he's not seeing a professional, he's not taking his meds. You need to exit that relationship. That's not healthy. Don't be in a relationship with somebody who doesn't manage their mental health. Don't be in a relationship with somebody who doesn't manage their behaviors. Also, stop fighting in your relationship. You can do that by doing what's and fix that shit, or come get coaching. Can we sleep over just cuddling before 3 months without kissing? No sleep. We sleep over just cuddling before 3 months without kissing. No sleepovers and no kissing for 3 months. No sleepovers means you get time to think. Take your time apart. You need to think. If you're doing sleepovers and somebody says, "Can I take you out for coffee?" Are you going to say, "No, I'm seeing someone"? Keep your space for those 3 months. If they can't give you your space for 3 months, then this is an unhealthy dynamic. If you can't resist your impulses, if you can't say, "As much as I'd like to see you for some more time, you have to go." If you can't take your space to think about the day, you're not vetting properly. If you're locking into one person and excluding anybody else, you're not vetting properly. You put the blinders on, you put the goggles on. You need to have perspective. You need to have eyes wide open. You need to not let yourself fall into, right? You don't want to fall into a relationship. You want to choose your next relationship. If you don't give yourself the ability to choose, because you are just dragging yourself into this relationship, you're just tumbling head first. You have zero control. Your feet are not under you. You're not walking into this relationship with eyes wide open, full of information about who this person is, having compared them to other people and said, "Yes, this is the best one." If that's not how you're entering a relationship, you are stumbling into it instead of choosing to walk into it. How do I know when's the right time to sleep with the guy you're dating? Use a no kissing for 3 months dating rule. If they can make 3 months without kissing, then game on from that point on. If you're not ready after 3 months, take your time. It's not just because it's been 3 months that now you have to. You're my relationship godmother. Love that. Also, if they tell you you're not understanding of their mental health, that's gaslighting. Yes, indeed. Oh, something keeps freezing. I have a lot of discussions going on my page right now, and I'm making sure people are being respectful. Okay. How long does it take for a guy to fall in love with someone? I wouldn't go in with the I love yous before 6 months, because typically they don't fall for someone they don't know. This is why it's a good idea to use a no kissing for 3 months dating rule. Just because you have all these feelings for them early on because you're being physical doesn't mean they're having the same feelings for you. Men fall in love with somebody they know on an intellectual basis is good for them. So they observe you, they assess you, they assess how you will fit into their lives, and that's where the feelings start to take place, through their logic. When you do a no kissing for 3 months dating rule, you are doing it their way. You are using your logic to choose a partner, not your physicality. Are there any critiques of the 3-month method that you see value in? Like what? What would be a critique that I might see value in? Because I can't think of any. Ooh. I can't think of any. She goes in a different room. If I chase her, she gets upset. If I don't chase her, she says I don't care. Get her, fix that shit. Do you tell them using a no kissing for 3 months dating rule? Absolutely. Always be open and honest about yourself and your goals and your method of achieving your goals. Using a no kissing for 3 months dating rule is a plan for achieving a goal. What is your goal? The reason why you're using this rule is because your goal is a committed long-term relationship with somebody who matches your fundamental values and that you are compatible with, and you share the same goals and timelines. That's your goal. How are you going to achieve that? You're using a no kissing for 3 months dating rule. This is something you can, like fundamental value conversation, first date, first get together. Hey, just letting you know, I'm really looking for a long-term committed relationship because I want to get married, have kids, buy a house one day. What about you? You guys spend some more time together because you find out your fundamental values are aligned. The no kissing for 3 months dating rule conversation needs to happen either before they move in for a kiss or by the end of your 4th date if you think you're going to see them again. If two people have feelings for each other but one pushes the other away, what should the other person do? Don't listen. If somebody has their hand planted against your forehead, stop pushing against it. Step back and give them that space and say, look, I'm not going to disrespect you. By stepping into the space, you're trying to create for yourself. Should I approach someone if I like them? Absolutely. Absolutely. How long after she's separated to let herself heal before dating? You can start dating as soon as you want to, but using no kissing, no sleepovers rule to make sure you don't just fall into your next relationship, but you choose somebody with insight and knowledge and foresight about who they are. Insight of someone who is inconsistent because of work but expects my consistency. Listen, don't plan your life over somebody that doesn't have the ability to make time for you, right? So if they want to spend time with you and you're like, oh, I can't, I already made plans, and they're upset because you did that, dump the motherfucker, because they don't care about you. They don't care about your happiness. They don't care about what you want. They don't care about what you need. They only care about themselves. No, you can, no more situationships, right? Like you can have friends with benefits, but don't go into it hoping it's going to turn into more. That's a hoping game. If you can have friends with, like, listen, there's guy mode and there's man mode. Just have fun, have a long-term relationship. Girl mode, woman mode. You can be in girl mode and just have fun with guys, absolutely. But don't be in woman mode and think you're going to play over here and not get hurt. You will get hurt. This is where you say, oh my God, he's such an asshole, because you go play over here and try to pull that one over there because that's really where you want to be. And then you get upset that he's not following you here. What do you do if they start being distant and pulling away? You let them go. You don't chase after somebody who's running away from you. Are you in a relationship or is this in the dating phase? By the way, use a no kissing for 3 months dating rule, because listen, if you're using this no kissing for 3 months dating rule and they start pulling away, you go, okay, that's okay. Apparently you're not my one. If you're kissing and having sex and they start pulling away, you're like, I mean, I was playing the hoping game. I was hoping you were going to get into a relationship with me. Now my feelings are hurt. I'm in a 6-month relationship. Sorry, that's a puzzle piece, my love. I have no clue what that was attached to now. I have no clue. Sorry, I'm not following pieces of conversation, you guys. If you want me to figure out your situation and be able to help you through something, do book yourself in for a coaching session. It's just I can't be focused on all these pieces if people do that. Is it normal for feels to fluctuate about someone sometimes, intense, sometimes not so much? 100% yes. Yeah. We are like waves on a beach, right? It comes and it recedes, it comes and it recedes. Guys, I gotta grab a glass of water. I'll be right back. Water break. Go grab yourself a glass of water. Who's there? Who's there? Oh, he's a big boy. Hi, Charlie. Who's there? Who's there? Ooh. Who's there? Who's there? Ooh. Are you my big boy? Mwah. Oh, he's so dozy. He's so dozy. Hello, are you sleeping on my bed? He was sleeping on my bed. He's the goodest boy. Oh, call the police. What? Hi, Charlie. How to leave an emotionally abusive partner when they threaten to hurt themselves. Yeah. So one thing that you need to understand is this is manipulation, right? This is manipulation. So don't take responsibility for their manipulation. I was placed in a situation where me and my soul could not kiss until 5 months into our relationship. Yeah. And I have to admit, it made me really desire her so much more that I wanted the commitment. Yes. Yeah. That's the thing. That's the thing. So I'd say you were right. Thank you. Been with someone for 6 months. He's being distant. Now he says nothing is wrong, but I feel there is. I don't know. I don't know him. I don't know what's going on. If you dated for a year and things ended because of circumstances, how long should you go without speaking? As long as you want. As long as you want. That's so amazing and fantastic to hear. I was in a physically abusive relationship for years. Now I push away from guys I date. Any advice? I would say come get coaching, love. Make sure you grab no more assholes. Obviously, you're afraid of getting into a relationship like that again. This is a book that's going to help you make sure you choose the right partner. Do make sure you use a no kissing, no sleepovers for 3 months dating rule. Anybody who doesn't respect that is obviously somebody who's not going to respect you. So this is a great way of weeding out guys who are going to be disrespectful and abusive. Using the 12 character traits and no more assholes also helps you weed out disrespectful and abusive guys. Also using all the tips, all the red flags to look for, all the things that they should be doing, making sure you don't kiss somebody until you know them well, until you've met their people, is going to help you choose that right partner. Hello. Hello, Pushy Pants. Hello. Hi. Where are you going? Can I see your dog? Can I pet that dog? Gonna get this book. Thank you so much. Yes, my love. Just so you know, this isn't a dating page. This isn't where you come to pick people up. If I get the impression that you're coming here looking for that kind of attention, I will take you out. Oh. I love you back. I love you back. You're so welcome. How do you get a guy that's quite quiet by nature to open up about his feelings? So you do need to create a relationship that has emotional security. 48. So I would fix that shit so that you learn how to create that emotional security in your relationship. I will take you out. I will take you out. That's right. Should we put some more music on? I gotta tell you, my least favorite time of day is when I have to think about a meal. 48, that's right. That's right. Good food, good love. How do I handle a demonic mother-in-law? You limit your exposure to them. So you got to go. Still young and gorgeous. Thank you. What do I do if my ex came back saying he truly wants to do better? Words are meaningless. Words are absolutely meaningless, right? What has he changed? How is the change evident? If the answer is I don't see the change, you don't take them back. You don't take them back. If you do see the change, then you can consider taking them back, but fix that shit so that you understand how to relationship better. Don't just think or believe because they say that things are going to be better. You need the absolute proof that they're better. Words are so empty. Yes, it is all in the behavior. All in the behavior. Don't say, show me, right? And I say this to you guys, right? I made a TikTok where I said it's time to stop talking. It's time to start doing what it is that you need to do to create the foundation in your relationship that creates the love and intimacy that you want. And when you create that foundation for the love and intimacy that you want, you create a foundation for gratitude. And a good man never leaves a feeling of gratitude go unrewarded, and they do more. But men don't want to do more in an environment where they feel like it doesn't matter what they do, it's never enough. You just literally popped on my phone like I wasn't even on TikTok. Cool, you give some good advice. Thank you. How much arguing is healthy in a serious relationship? 0. 0. 0. Have a relationship with 0 fighting is much better. Much, much better. Uh-oh. Here's the reason you use a no kissing for 3 months dating rule. I kissed a guy for the first time after a couple of dates, and he's not contacting me much. Use a no kissing for 3 months dating rule, and that won't be so upsetting. I saw people ask what to do if their partner can't show love because of past relationship trauma. Don't be with that person. Don't pick up a wounded bird. You are not a therapist. Don't get in a relationship to be a therapist. Not your job. Not what you need. You should be getting into a relationship where it is rocket fuel to you, not getting into a relationship where it lays on you like a heavy blanket. I've been sharing you with my boyfriend of 7 years, and he agreed to buy me Fix That Shit. That's such a good man. Such a good man. Somebody has asked me before, like, what's a red flag? I'm like, if they don't like me. If they don't like me, this is a red flag. This is somebody who's abusive. This is somebody who's controlling. This is somebody who doesn't want to take responsibility for their behaviors. This is somebody who is ego-driven. So it's always a red flag when somebody doesn't like me, because I am the opposite of all that. And that's what I teach. And they don't like when I say that, because they don't want you to fill your head with those notions. So if they want you to stay insecure, they don't like me. If they want to be able to control you, they don't like me. If they want to be abusive towards you, physically, mentally, emotionally, they want to be gaslighters, they don't like me. So awesome that he loves or appreciates what I say. Fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. It means he loves you and he wants your relationship to be healthy. So that's super good. So you went on a couple dates and then you kissed, and now he's not paying as much attention to you. My love, you do got to grab no more assholes. You got to learn how to date efficiently and effectively and weed out selfish short-term thinkers. And boyfriend isn't telling me about a girl he's friends with because he doesn't want to make me mad. Bad sign. I don't know if that means he's a liar and a gaslighter. I don't know if that means he doesn't feel like your relationship is a safe place for the truth. Do you believe in the saying, test drive a car before you buy it? Yeah, I do. I do. I do. What if he's not my type personality-wise? Why are you with him? Hello? Oh, we're in it right after having 2 babies, and yes, we are ready to get the spark back with Fix That Shit. I love it. Love it, mama. Love it, love it, love it. Make sure you get your 2 kisses in every day. Those are 2 kisses that last a minimum of 5 seconds each. He kept pictures of his ex on his phone. He says she was a big part of his life, been dating for 1 year. How deep in his photo album is it buried? Or is it like, you know, is it his cover page, right? If it's in his photo album somewhere, telling him he needs to delete his past just because you are in his life is not fair. It's not fair. Maybe you did that because that's what you wanted to do. It was very hidden, right? I have photos of my exes in a shoebox. They are part of my life. I'm not deleting my life just because my life continues on. My life happened. These people were in it. There is photographic evidence. I'm not spending hours of my time combing through every part of my social media, every single device I have pictures on, to go delete every picture that ever exists of my exes. Don't ask him to spend so much time reminiscing about the past. What you're going to do is say, you know what, I'm confident. I'm confident in myself. I'm confident in my choice of partner. And I am in the moment. I'm not in the past. I'm in the moment, and I'm looking towards the future with optimism. This is where I want to be, because this is the healthiest place for me to be in. I'm not going to ask you to go in the past. I'm going to be in the moment with you. That's the healthy thing to do and think. Ooh, going to try the 2 kisses a day? Yes. How many times a week is it healthy to be intimate with your partner? Don't make it a numbers game. Don't make it a numbers game. It's not a numbers game. Because sometimes weeks go by where that's not happening because there's too much stress. So don't make it a numbers game. But if you want some help with that, come get a coaching session. I don't really talk about this on lives because I'm not here for the trolls, right? I'm not here for the guys who are eavesdropping because they're hoping I'm going to say something sexy. Not going to happen, guys. Sorry. So if you want me to help you with this aspect, and I can, do come get a coaching session. I know it will definitely Yes. Intimacy can be a good hug, right, my love? Absolutely. So what is emotional abuse? You're not good enough. Somebody said, how do I get a session? So go to my bio, click on the link tree. There's a one-on-one button. Click on that. It takes you to a page. Follow the instructions and you can book yourself in. So emotional abuse is you're not good enough. Those other girls are prettier than you. You're always so dumb. Why are you always picking fights? I can't stand listening to you. God, you're so stupid. Why are you just so horrible? You are the worst person that I know. You're just there's so many people that are better than you. I don't even know why I'm with you. You're so useless. You can't do anything well. I know it will help improve what we already have. 2 kisses a day. Yes, 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 it does. It really does. I want to buy a house. I'm not sure if he's ready, so I asked my best friend instead. Was it out of line? No. But you said I'm not sure if he's ready. Like, did you have a conversation? I don't know how far you are in your relationship. If you want me to assess your relationship and you know, maybe help you gain some clarity on which way you should go, what you should do, you can book a session. There's just a lot of questions I need to ask to actually really understand enough about something to give you the advice that you need. This is a good place for general advice, but if you need particular advice, then you really do need to dive into a coaching session. If you've hurt your partner multiple times and gave you another chance but still bring up your past, come get a coaching session. Love your confidence. Which book can give me that confidence? If you're single, no more assholes. If you're in a relationship, fix that shit. Do you believe you should date after coming right out of a relationship? How long should I wait? You can start dating immediately. Use a no kissing, no sleepovers dating rule and read No More Assholes, because that is going to help you get into the right relationship. I love what you do. You're great at it. It helps so many people. Thank you so much. I love it when you guys say that. Get the session, y'all. It'll change your life. No joke. No joke. No cap. In coaching sessions, do you assess the relationship and help us see if they're the right partner? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. That is absolutely what I do. Sometimes people come to me and they're like, I want to fix my relationship. And you know, I get a sense we got to take a closer look at this. And so what I do is an assessment first. Sometimes this isn't the relationship they should be fixing, because he's not a man, he's a guy. And you need, you know, like half the equation of having a healthy relationship is being in a relationship with a man. If you're with a guy, like, and like I say this, my followers know what I'm going to say right now. If you're trying to dig a foundation with a spoon instead of an excavator, you're not getting anywhere fast. If you are in a relationship with a selfish short-term thinker, a guy, and you are trying to have a healthy relationship, you are digging the foundation with a spoon. And you need to get yourself an excavator. You need to dump the spoon and get an excavator. So you need to dump the motherfucker and get into a relationship with a generous long-term thinker. Then you start applying the tools necessary to have a healthy relationship. But stop trying to dig a foundation with the spoon. So I will do an assessment sometimes. Like sometimes I get the sense, like right off the bat, this is a man, right? Let's fix this. Absolutely, I can tell. But you know, sometimes I'll be like, let's do an assessment first. Let's see if this is where you should be. And then we'll realize this is a spoon. He's girl, I did an assessment today. The guy was a 3 out of 12. A 3 out of 12. I'm like, no wonder you're unhappy. She says, I feel like I'm going crazy. Of course you feel like you're going crazy. Of course you feel like you're going crazy. You want sunshine, and you buy yourself a ticket and you flew and you landed somewhere where the sun never comes up, and you keep screaming at the sky, show me the sun. But you can't make the sun come. You need to go to where the sun comes up. So yeah, sometimes you need to start over. You need to find yourself a generous long-term thinker, because that is half the equation. Doing all the right things with the wrong partner doesn't get you into the right relationship. Unrelated, give me something to draw while I listen to your live. Draw one of these pictures here. Was so good. If I had a daughter and she brings a boy, would I approve of him? If no, I shouldn't be dating. True? I don't understand that. So good. Savannah. I feel like I'm going crazy because me and my boyfriend argue and we come to an agreement and then... I love that analogy, yes. Let's call hubby. Should we call hubby? Queen, hello love. Should we call hubby? No coincidence, I caught your live for the first time. I had a triggering morning with my man. Uh-oh, quote unquote. Man with quotes around it. Man with quotes. Are you not sure what you have? Hello, love. I am at work. Are you not sure what you have? Do I believe in celibacy? Some people want to. Celibacy is a fundamental value, right? So for those who want who want a partner who understands that, that's certainly a discussion they need to have. And obviously they would, right? This is my work, indeed. Should we call the husband, find out if he's ready for supper? I might have to leave and go make supper soon, you guys. Might have to leave and go make supper soon. Where's my doggies? Guys, who wants a notification when I go live? Say I do. Say I do if you want a notification when I go live. We've been married for 9 years. We've been together for 15 years. Me. Okay, my loves. So for those of you who want a notification when I go live, click my picture here once or twice. You're going to get a pop-up. In the pop-up is a bell. Click on the bell. When you do that, say I just did. Baby?
Hey, babe.
Are you getting hungry?
No.
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 Me neither.
Okay.
I know. That's a pretty filling pizza.
Yeah, all good then.
Oh, like all good for supper? No supper?
Good question.
Yeah.
What do I want?
Oh yeah, I have a coaching session at 6:30.
Okay.
Do you want me to check?
Afterwards.
Yeah, you want me to check in after?
Yeah, I'll check after. I
Okay.
might come home and grab some fruit just in case.
Okay, my baby.
All right, babe.
I love you.
Love you.
Bye. You're so awkward with your man. Really? Who thinks I'm awkward with my man? thinks I'm awkward with my man. That's so funny. Do, do, do. Do, 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 do. Well, I know you because you're the one who said that. No, you're cute. They act normally. I know. It's a troll. It's just a troll. Yeah. Hello. I feel like you guys are normal. Yeah. 100% mine. I don't think you're awkward. I love how you're respectful and sweet. Yeah. It's just a troll. We say no to trolls. Cool. So that means I can stay a little bit longer. Stay a little longer. Then I have to go get some eggs. First date tips. Do a walking date. Surrey, BC. Hello from Surrey, BC. So first date tips. Go on a walking date. Make it cheap. Just grab a beverage. Go for a walk. Makes it less awkward. Makes it less of an interview. Makes it more interesting because your environment is dynamic. It's not just like a face-off. I told my boyfriend how insecure I get sometimes, and he was so accepting and loving. That's super sweet. I didn't know about the rules. How do you keep progressing if you already broke them? You need to assess. You need to do a proper assessment of who this person is. I would grab no more assholes. I feel like you should tell a story time of something in your life that relates to your work. Like this work? Like this work? Oh, that's why. Yes, ma'am, this work. How do you tell a story without telling too much about the people who get sessions? Oh, well, here's one. I work with couples. Like sometimes, like I'll work with singles, people who are looking to get into a relationship, wondering why they're having trouble getting into a relationship. And I work with people who are in relationships, trying to fix their relationship before it completely falls apart. One of my favorite couples, they started working with me. Because they, you know, literally they were like one fight away from just absolutely, calling it quits. They were so frustrated. So they did a session together, and then I did 2 sessions with each of them. I did one more session with her after their 4th session, so one more session together, or their 3rd session. So 1 session together, 2 sessions each separately, and then their 4th session was literally them calling me in the middle of a fight. They set up their session because they were fighting about something and the fight wasn't resolving. And so they came, both of them on the session. There was all this tension, talking over each other, fighting, literally of what I do. By the time we were done, they were hugging and laughing. And I booked one more session with her after that because, you know, the session largely revolved around something that she needed to figure out. And by the time she got into her session with me, which is a few days after, big smile on her face. And I love what she told me. I said, you guys need to do a 20-second hug every day. I always give homework. By the end of every session, everybody, like whoever I'm talking to, has homework to do, something to use, because I don't let you walk away from a session without knowing what you need to do to carry outside, to carry the healing outside of the session, to continue the healing. And so I said, you need to do a 20-second hug every day. So she gets on her session with me after this fight. She said that 20-second hug is so amazing, because after we have a disagreement, even after he says I'm sorry, even after we make up, I still want to continue talking. When we do that 20-second hug after a fight, I don't want to talk anymore. It all just goes away. My mind just relaxes and I feel like everything is okay now and there's nothing left to talk about. So I love these moments. I love these moments where you guys tell me how much healing and resolution you have because of the sessions that you do with me. It is my everything. It is my everything. Long hugs are the best. Don't you know it, my love? Don't you know it? Ooh, interesting advice. My relationship is healthy, but I love these tips. Yes. Love that. I love that on so many levels. I love goodness. Like, you know, this is, it's not work. It doesn't feel like work. It feels so empowering. It feels so beautiful. It feels so amazing because what I do is so emotionally rewarding. It really is incredible. I prefer hugs to kisses. Oh, it's not strange. Some people are like that. Okay, Lynn, super sweet. Hello, Queen. I have an online different time zone relationship. What do I do? Know each other's love language and tap it in. Schedule your talk time together. How do you get over someone who's been a year? You do have to grab Comeback Queen and do the process inside to get the emotional and mental healing that you're looking for. You're so welcome. Oh, I do have to watch the time though. And I wonder if I don't want to go for a walk before I do my session today. Go for a walk or do some yoga. What do I want, guys? What do I want? 16. Oh, it's so nice. Oh, we got to go for a walk. Guys, you look great. Oof. Oh, that was gross. That's gross. Charlie for the walk. That's right. That's right. Oh, we just hit troll talk. They come in groups, eh? Did you notice? My hubby's dad interrupts all the time and it causes us to argue. Why does it cause you to argue? That doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. I do suggest you get a coaching session for that because that sounds like a particular problem. My loves, I'm going to take my babies for a walk because it's 2 degrees warmer than it's going to be later on, and that's 16 degrees. I'm going to go take advantage of that. It looks so good outside. I'm going to tell you how you're going to get some freebies. Make sure if you want to get a notification when I go live, click my picture here once or twice. You're going to get a pop-up. In the pop-up is a bell. Click on the bell. When you do that, say I just did. Go into my bio, click on the link tree. I've got lots of stuff in there. You can find Fix That Shit in audiobook in the link tree in my bio. You can find links to my YouTube channel and podcast. I got lots of advice in there. You can also hit the meditation resource button. This is going to help you get started on meditation. I make it super easy to get started, so come join us over here. It's really nice. Something else that you can do is click the one-on-one button if you want to book yourself in for a coaching session. Make sure you follow the instructions to do that. Make sure if you click that bell that you also take the time to go into your settings and turn on your notifications for when I come live. What else are you going to find in the link room? Oh, the freebies button. Click the freebies button because you're going to get a free book and you're also going to get worksheets. I got worksheets for singles, worksheets for couples that help you do exercises that get you leveling up. Do make sure you, on my freaking way to your YouTube right now, love it. Make sure you also follow me on Instagram because I give away a coaching session every month. There's other stuff in the link to my bio. Do check it out. I put a lot of really good stuff in there for you. I love you guys. I'm going to head out for a walk. Probably going to be back later tonight for my usual nightcap with you before hubby comes home. Your info helped me find a good girl. As a guy, I appreciate your stuff. Thank you so much. I'm here for you. I'm still here for you. I'm so happy to hear that. Congratulations. Keep following so that you can lay the foundation for something amazing. I have a book recommendation for you. So After the First Kiss is a book that helps you set a really solid foundation as you transition from the courtship phase to the reality phase. Ooh, Charlie heard me say the W